latest blame for school shootings is now SSRIs, because we just have to blame anything but the guns. First of all, I keep seeing claims that all or even most school shooters are on SSRIs. Studies have been performed that have found that actually the majority of mass shooters were found to have untreated or undiagnosed mental illnesses, meaning they were not taking medication. So that's just NRA propaganda. But fine, let's go down this rabbit hole. The reason people say this is because there have been studies that have shown a statistically significant increase in violent crime and suicide rates among people prescribed SSRIs. That's true. However, the authors of all of these studies, as well as other ones, have said they cannot confirm a causal relationship, meaning there are too many other factors for them to say that this correlation is causation. Correlation does not imply causation. You have to evaluate the correlation further and what plays a role between the two things you're looking at to say that one causes the other. And they have not been able to confirm that relationship. The first of those confounding factors is the severity of the underlying psychiatric condition or mental illness. Think about it. If you're being prescribed SSRIs, that's probably because the underlying mental illness is just so severe, or that it has progressed or advanced that you could potentially be hurting yourself or someone else. That's why they prescribe you those drugs. There's also external factors, which could be your social environment, which could be your economic environment, which we know economic conditions can force people into desperation, which leads to more gun violence. But also drug use, whether that's illegal or legal. I have been on SSRIs for like 2 years. And when I heard someone say SSRIs are making kids want to go shoot up schools, I was like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, because if anything, it made me not give a fuck. And we had to dial my dose back for me to stop making dumb mistakes and not care about it. Am I saying that there is no relationship between SSRIs causing these things to happen? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it has not been confirmed by the people who study this shit. And I will wait until those people have been able to definitively say that, yes, it does cause it, or no, it does not cause it. And I'm not going to advocate for taking SSRIs away from everyone until that happens. Because if you do that, you're going to be taking benefit away from a lot more people than you are going to be preventing harm. The people that have studied the relationship between SSRIs and school shootings have not found a causal relationship leading up to the school shooting. However, you want to know what does increase by a lot the use of SSRIs and antidepressants in communities? School shootings. So if you don't like the widespread prescription of SSRIs and antidepressants, you should also be in favor of preventative gun control legislation, of free and accessible mental health resources, and of bringing people out of poverty, because these things have been found to bring down gun violence and therefore mass shootings.